How's it going, everybody? This is Brandon Gibson. I'm the owner and developer of the Megalo Network, the sole developer of the Megalo Network. Now, what I want to kind of discuss today is I've been coding my ass off for 3 years. Now, 3 years straight, no breaks. Every day, 9 hours a day, I've been coding my ass off to build the platform that exists behind me. And I've done all this work myself. I've hired no engineers, and I wrote 2.9 million lines of code just for the social network alone. Now, as it stands, as of last night, the base of every platform is finalized. And we have a social network, we have a search engine, a news network that has over 200,000 articles already on it. And we've made some real progress. There are search engine optimization tools built into the search engine. There are analytics tools built into the search engine that are a whole hell of a lot easier to comprehend than Google Analytics. I had a hell of a time figuring that. I couldn't figure it out. I really could not figure out Google Analytics. I don't understand Google Analytics. And that was a pain in the ass. So I wanted to develop a social network, a search engine, an entire internet platform to compete with Google, Facebook, Amazon, and a bunch of other big tech companies out there that seem to be running this country. I apologize. I got kittens, newborns that are trying to jump on me. They're adorable, but they're into everything. And because I'm talking to you and not them, they feel the need to get my attention. If you've ever had a bunch of babies, you know what that's like. So I do apologize for my sudden movements here. So the entire platform is built. It's done. And now we're looking for users and investors. We need investors, big time investors. But I'm not going to just take any ordinary corporate sponsor from Walmart or Coca-Cola or some other company that seems to not like the American way of life. And I hate to say it, that list is very slim. Right now, a lot of these countries are being bought out by corporate America. And corporate America is very incredibly liberal with the way they live. And by liberal, I mean we lack the ability to think for ourselves. So thank you, liberals, for doing it for us. We don't need to be sheeped. But people need a place to exercise free speech and be privacy. Facebook and Google would have never gotten so rich had it not been for them selling your activity and compiled user information and activity to the federal government and every other corporation that hands them a couple billion. Facebook got rich quick just by doing that one thing. And you have my promise that I would rather burn all of it down than to do that, simply because it compromises my morals. Facebook tried to buy us out in November of 19 for $31 million. I wrote "go fuck yourself" on the letter because I am not selling it out to Facebook. That'd be like me trying to hand my soul over to the devil is more what it feels like. Now, that all being said, I want sponsors and or investors, but they need to be American value, because whenever this liberal war finally ends and corporate America is no longer in existence, which I know eventually it will fall. Every kingdom falls. Pharaoh fell when Moses went in and took all the Jews from him. His kingdom just fell because he had no way, he had no slaves or sheeple to do the work for him. So every kingdom will eventually fall. And when it does, I want to be there to step up to the plate. And I want my social network, my search engine, and everything else I've built to be based on the U.S. Constitution. So if there are any companies out there that want to help by investing or sponsoring us, we will give you guys free advertising rights for life over those platforms. And that being said, we are raising funding for better servers. Right now, we're going through a company that has been very generous with its hardware, but it is not enough. I'm not going to give out that company's name because for the same reason that because they were promoting free speech, hey, Amazon didn't like the fact that you're promoting free speech because we're in bed with the corrupt Democrats. So what we do, we shut your server down. Then Amazon took all their personal information, every profile, all the IDs that you guys uploaded to verify your identity and everything, and stuck it up on the internet for everybody to download. I downloaded it because I wanted to see how real that information was. And dude, I don't like the fact that there were thousands of people's photo IDs in that download. 70 gigabytes of nothing but downloaded information because Amazon simply shut down Parler's server and handed the contents over to the world. Said, here you go, free to take. They did. And all of a sudden now you can't find that link. But they did. It happened the same day that their server shut down. All the contents ended up on another platform for free download. Here you go, hackers, have at it, is what they said. I'm not going to do that to you guys. I will never do that to you guys. I don't believe in that. That is not what America stood for. So if you're an American constitutional believing company, and I don't just mean big corporations, I mean little corporations, we're going to keep this a community project, and I would rather burn it down than to sell out. But if you want, we're looking for investors, and right now we need $2,500 for a better server that I can finance for the next year. I did all this work. I'm not going to let it go into some corrupt asshole's pocket. Okay, it's not going to happen. And I've already talked to the owner of the hosting company, and he assured me that they will never shut us down. In fact, the owner of the company I'm going through is very constitutional, and there's a reason that their servers are based in Texas. And Texas is about to secede from the union right now, whether it's legal or not. And I find it very aggravating that even though Arkansas has been a state, they've never signed the union papers to join the union with America. They've never signed it. They were just kind of put into play without it. And Texas is about to secede because of all this passport BS. And that's not going to happen. I'm not taking the damn vaccine just so you can hand me a go-to-work card. You can't have a bank account without your COVID passport. Well, fuck you, I can. I would rather go get a bank account in a foreign country like Mexico or move to Mexico than to have to deal with that. But I'm going to stay right here where the fight is. Now, I appreciate everybody who's been a supporter so far, and incredibly a great appreciation to David Winkler. He's the one that made our newest commercial. He had been offline for a while because he was running for governor of some politician crap in New Jersey. Forgive me, David, but I forget which one. But I'm glad that we connected because I really could use your help. But I'm not going to let it consume me. It's not going to have me so aggravated I'm ready to throw my phone. That's what Facebook does to people. That's not what Megalo is all about. The Megalo network is a whole. And for the time being, I expect you to take advantage of our free SEO tools and analytics because those will always be free. Advertising will not. It's the only thing I'm going to sell is advertising and professional membership if you want it. But all that does is gives you more boosting ability and things like that. But anybody has any questions, go ahead and reach out to me because I'm always here for you. You have a great one. Stay safe.